Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
What's going on, everybody? It's Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews here on YouTube. Welcome to the Friday night live stream, and we finally got the one in the lobby from Buzz right here at the very end right now. That is working out beautifully. That bodes well for the evening right there. Thanks so much again for that, Buzz. We'll get to that in just a second. Let me know you guys can hear me okay and see me okay. It's great to see all of you guys here. It is definitely a very, very crazy week for me ending finally. Let me just tell you, it's been very, very eventful, to say the least. So I am glad to be back on here with you right now. Thanks so much for spending a little bit of your Friday night with me. Hopefully the chat will kick in here again. I'm still having some issues with this, but eventually it will do its due, I'm hoping anyway. Either way, if you're watching this on mobile, of course, you have it down below. If you're watching this on desktop, it should be over to the right side of you, I believe, as well. If you guys are catching this on the replay, make sure you take a look at the chapter choices down below in the description box. You'll be able to jump right to the review and anything else that may be of interest to you that I'll have down there as well too. On top of that, should you not wish to watch everything all the way through, which I like to do with a lot of my favorite content creators who live stream, I like to kind of podcast it while I'm driving and just listen to what's going on, which is cool. Safety first, of course, but it's great to see all of you guys on here right now. Let's see who we've got in the chat. It looks like you guys can hear me okay. Excellent, excellent. James Morrison, what's going on? Peep, great to see you. Great to see you as well. Great to see you guys. All right, let me jump on up to the very top here. And Erna beat me to the punch with the first comment right when we went live here right now. Erna, great to see you, our 80s music aficionado. Great to see you. Dante Reed's in the house. Big John is in the house. Foodie86, Randy Molina. We have Lord Darkside. Let's see here. Django, what's going on? Hope you're having a great night. Thank you for going live and streaming today. Thank you for spending a little bit of your time with me right now. I greatly appreciate that for the next hour. Thank you so much, Django, of course. We've got Drew's Food Reviews. Definitely one of the heavy hitters in the foodie community. Always doing it up big with lots of daily content. Sir Hattus Maximus himself. Great to see you on here, Drew. Thanks so much for making it. Let's see here. Watching Miami at Boston. Yeah, I guess it's not going too well for Miami, I guess. Lakers are screwing up big time here. We're down 2-0 already here. That first game was awesome to watch. Those are the best games to watch, really, where they're really close. Very exciting, but we'll see what happens for game 3. But the Nuggets definitely are doing it over here for the Lakers for sure right now. Let's see, everybody Wang Chung tonight. Absolutely, Erna. Good choice there with that one for sure. That's a great song. Robert Giles, thanks so much for making it. Great to see you. Great to see you. Artie Arens, I haven't seen that name in a while. Ian K. Fears Old Nerd Reviews. Tony is a cool cat. What are you talking about? Let's see. The more time that goes, the more we're into the 80s. What do you think about that? You already know what it is, Erna, of course. Let's see here. Dante Reed posting a lot of shoes in IG. What is going on with that? The Celtics is losing tonight. Okay, all right. Let's see here. UFO, what's going on? I'm Frosty. Now let's go. Thanks so much for being here. Great to see you. I love catching all these things that you guys are writing in here right now, and that chat is really beginning to catch up. Let's see here. Drew, I'm guessing Ian has a doozy of a review tonight, putting his best foot forward. Hilarious. And I'll just say it, and I said it to you, Drew. Don't make me have to put my foot down. But yes, yes, yes. Big John, who grabbed the Strawberry Frosty from Wendy's. Now that it's back, of course, I have yet to get it again. That was a blast to review the first time. Of course, you can find that review on the channel. Really, really good times there. Erna, makes me the happiest ever. The 80s is, of course. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Danielito Torres, I think that is there. Ian K did a good job with the food review of the Spider-Verse Whopper and to celebrate the release of Spider-Man Across the Universe. Thank you. I had a little fun with that one there. You guys already know I have to do a little bit of something for you. I mean, naturally, I'm going to be eating a Whopper or eating something in the car. I got to have a little visual flair here and there. And of course, if I'm going to be putting a little crown on, it's going to be a special occasion. But it was fun to do. I'm glad you dug that. And we'll get into, obviously, the Sunday variant of the Spider-Verse goodness there. We'll talk about that with the food review wrap-up. Or I should say the breakdown from this past week. Nihan Missiar, thank you so much for hello from Turkey. That is so cool. Thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you watching from the other side of the globe. That is awesome. The reach of YouTube is worldwide, naturally, so it's great to see all of you guys, all the international peeps in effect. Thanks so much. Definitely say hi if you're watching this in a foreign country. I'd love to see which countries you guys are watching from. That always blows me away. Wade Bowers, what's crack-a-lacking with you? Michael Domayer in the house as well. Thanks so much for jumping on. Keenan Thomas. Larry Nguyen, what it do? Spice Squad, Peep the Squad is here. Thanks so much for jumping on. You already know. Drew, yes, he not so steady on his feet yet. Man, you're just going one for one. And there we go with Buzz7332. Happy Friday from Main Street, USA, aka that's Disneyland for most of you peeps out there who don't know. Have a great chat, Ian. Thanks so much, Bus. I appreciate that so much. And again, the segue into it, should you guys wish to be like Bus and contribute to the channel, you have a multitude of ways to do that. If you want to see your name in lights, of course, you'll see it posted up over here and naturally down below there. In the description as the replay once it goes live, which will actually be on Sunday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You'll find your name down below as well as official sponsors of the channel. Should you wish to become a Patreon as well, that would be an awesome thing there. As a monthly contribution, everything goes right back into the channel, as little as $1 a month, which is pretty cool. But definitely take a look at that. Thank you so much. Again, if you guys do the super chat, keep in mind YouTube does take a little bit from you, but if you decide to go the PayPal route, that's always the most preferred because that'll go direct, of course. You'll find that link down below, as well as if you're watching on desktop, you'll find it in the upper right hand corner of the display. All that stuff is there for you, and again, you guys will be lit up down below in the description box. So thank you so much for the love and support, and Buzz as always being a contributor every week there as well, on top of being a patron as well too. That is just so awesome. So I'm very humbled by that, so thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. All right, Fox 250R, he loves it. The good old Fox. God bless you, brother. God bless you. Always funny. Let's see here. Django, will you be reviewing Mountain Dew Summer Freeze? I'd like to. I haven't found that yet. I'd like to do that there. I'm just going to tell you right now, I'm in the addiction mode of Diet Mountain Dew and Mountain Dew Zero. I watch a lot of my shows. I love just kind of having, cracking open a Mountain Dew Diet and just enjoying a little bit of a sip, and it lasts me all throughout the hour of an episode. I kind of make it last. So I just enjoy it. It definitely helps me unwind a little bit there. So I don't like to drink it when I'm not doing something specific. So naturally, if I'm watching a show, I'm going to be usually cracking a Mountain Dew Diet now. That's kind of like my thing. It's nice to kind of be back into it again. But with the Summer Freeze variant, I have yet to find that. So I do plan on giving that a go soon. But naturally, like I usually say with the market stuff around my area, it's usually very late. By the time I get it, it's probably long past most of you guys have seen. But I just want to try it myself as well. So if I find it, I'll definitely do that for you guys for sure there. Robert Guile is about to rip a dab from my man Pete. Man, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Susky, ever reviewed Tropical Smoothie? Which version, from who, and where? But I haven't done anything specifically tropical, and at least smoothie in terms of that just yet. But if you have something specific, drop it here in the chat. Maybe send it to me direct on social media. All the links are down below, of course, on IG. Naturally there, you have options on top of that too. Which incidentally, you guys may have seen a post on IG yesterday as well as today. I guess apparently Spring, which is the company that produces a lot of the merch that I have on my channel, which is all of the merch on my channel, I should say, with the exception of Spreadshirt, which is a separate thing that I have. They're running a 25% off promo code on the channel as well, which is pretty cool. So it's YT Shopping 25. So if you hit the link on the screen down below, you'll find the links to my shop there. You can plug in that code at checkout and you get 25% off. My everyday code that I have on is 20% off. So that's using Peep Cap, which is what you see there. That's always going to be there. I always want to put something in there as well to bring it down. But 25% off, I would rather use that particular code. I think you should go with that way. Naturally, 25% off anything that you do. The more that you get naturally, the bigger the discount. So that's always a bonus. I've got the new beanie caps that I have on there as well. And in tomorrow's review, you're going to see a sweatshirt actually, which is kind of cool. So you'll have some fun stuff to take a look at. Believe me, it's going to be a lot of fun. But use that code YTShopping25. You can check it out on Instagram. I have all the info there. But you'll find the links to literally probably right now below this video. The shop is there listed. So naturally, you have all that info that's there too. So thank you in advance. And of course, everything that goes into the channel from there keeps the train moving along. So it's all about teamwork, right? Teamwork makes the dream work. And I just actually heard that yesterday with my sister. Actually, we were talking about stuff there and getting things done there, and, you know, teamwork together. Teamwork makes the dream work. So it's very, very true. All right, so let's see here. TJ to God, what's going on? Great to see you on here. Thanks so much for being on. Connor Brown, I appreciate that as well. Great to see you, my friend. My favorite food reviewer. Thank you so much, Connor. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I have a lot of fun producing content for you guys. Erna jumping in with the super chat donation, $2. Let me see if there is an option on over here. Do you know The Cure, Just Like Heaven? Yes, #1 1987 hit. Absolutely. That's a classic track right there, Erna. Absolutely. You have good taste in your tracks there. Naturally, they're 80s, so of course I'm going to dig it. And obviously you do too, because you're the music aficionado. Good time. Dom's World, what's crack-a-lackin'? Great to see you as well. Let me see if I can get to just a few more of you guys here. Freddie Foodie King, tuna sub, what's cracking? Great to see you, Freddie. And everyone is waiting for that supposed Subway review right there. I know Drew is already starting it off. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. Sticker collecting. Thanks so much for jumping on. Guys, just so you know, I showed the PS5 last week. I got it hooked up this week, literally just to try and decompress with what I was going through. This week was very, very hard on me emotionally. There's just a lot going on right now. The mom's actually is back in the hospital again. I've been dealing with a lot, so it's been very, very rough with everything. But I installed the PS5. I got everything going. I transferred everything from my PS4 through my network onto the PS5. The only downside is it left me with literally less than 100 gig of information left on the drive. So I actually have a 2 terabyte drive that I picked up on Amazon that I'll be able to install, which is coming tomorrow. So then I'll officially be able to get into gaming on it. But from what I've seen, it is a freaking beast of a machine. It is really, really something insane. So that's really been helping me kind of decompress with everything going on right now, just in general. It's been a very, very rough week. So that could be part of the reason, and actually I'll just tell you up front right now why there's been very, very little content this week up until maybe yesterday. So we'll talk about that, but naturally everything is caught up. So I'm able to do a lot of my admin stuff. All my stuff is done. It's just getting the admin and the stuff to launch it going there. And that's really where it's been a challenge. So just keep in mind, everything is back to normal as I'm trying to deal with this stuff. I'm using the channel to help me forget about a lot of the stuff that's going on in my personal life right now with everything. It's just really very, very rough at the moment. So I love you guys. Just know that I'm so thankful for the outlet. I feel very glad and privileged to be able to do this here for you guys on the daily, which is pretty cool. So I love Peep This Out reviews. I love putting this together for you. Always know that. Let's see here. Let me shoot on down just a little bit. Clon Go, thanks so much for jumping on. I appreciate you jumping on here. Misty Smith as well. Hello, hello, hello. Great to see you. All of my day ones and most of the current peeps as well. It's great to see all of you guys on here. Let's see here. Tony Montana, ever heard of the British Age Group Hold Me Now by Thompson Twins? Yes, absolutely. Classic. Here Comes the Rain Again by Eurythmics. Those are classics as well, you know. Derek Cahill, hey Peep, I've been enjoying the videos. Keep them coming. I like the Ghost Pepper Ranch one. Yes, I had a lot of fun doing the night reviews for the recent Wendy's stuff. Definitely good stuff there. I'm glad you're digging it, Derek. I appreciate the support. Thank you. Let's see. Zachary Klein, I have to have you on mute right now, but I'll unmute you soon. No worries. Hopefully you can read my lips, or if you're doing anything in terms of closed captioning, just let me know if you're able to do that. So thanks so much for jumping on. Zachary Belcher, what's going on? What it do? What it do? Sticker Collecting is saying hello from Minnesota. Thanks so much for being here. Always a blast. It looks like the toys are glow in the dark. Don't, seriously, with the green right over here. Like I said, it's part of the reason why I do my thumbnails with the green on this side, because when you see it, the little yellow green insignia of my channel icon that I've had forever has kind of like the green color kind of coming up from it there. That's a little bit of like, you know, spillover, so to speak, because I think it has a nice effect, which was an accident originally, but I kept it and I like it. So it's pretty cool that way. Oh, good times. Hey guys, do me a question. Do me a favor, I should say. Check your McDonald's app if you guys have it downloaded, which I'm virtually assuming most of you guys do. Let me know in the deals section. Do you guys have the iced coffees available for 99 cents? Like, you know, if you can get like a particular hot coffee or iced coffee, like any size, 99 cents, because for some reason the last couple of weeks, I don't know if maybe it's just me because I get them so often and maybe they see that and they're like, let's just remove this for a while, so he'll just buy the regular ones and maybe we'll put it back in there. Do you guys have those coffee options available in the deal section on the Mickey D's app? Because I have a whole ridiculous, like a buttload of points practically, for a better way to say it. I have so many points that I can be using anyway just to kind of chunk it down. But I like my 99-cent coffees, my large iced coffees. So let me know if you guys have that available to you there, because it's been absent from my app. I actually uninstalled it, reinstalled, logged out, logged back in, thinking something. I don't know, but I'm curious to know if you guys are having the same problem there at the same time. All right, so let me jump on down. I appreciate the kind words, guys. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Y Noel, mi familia. Hang on, let me see. Where is my sister here? There she is. You're keeping me company while I'm cleaning out the garage. No worries, sister. I definitely, this is the final weekend for you to do all that. Almost fully moved into your new place, which is absolutely amazing. We may do some streaming from there at some point in the future. It is really, really a nice place. So looking forward to that there. And again, thank you so much for the pizza and donut man from yesterday. Very, very cool. We did a super late night donut run. A lot of drama going on. We needed to decompress, and what better way to do that than with some donuts? So had myself a tiger tail, and it was definitely definitely good times there for sure. Let's see here. Spice Squad sweatshirts, Christmas is solved. Yes, there you go. 25% off too, which is a good deal for that. And you'll see one tomorrow. Actually, it's going to be a very fun review that you're going to see tomorrow. Very, very tasty for what you're going to see as well. Just be prepared. Don't watch it hungry, because it was fun to produce. With that one there. And again, shout outs to the mama Peeps who's not watching this right now. She's currently in the hospital. Thank you so much for all your kind words to everybody here. Thank you. I appreciate it. It always seems like everything is fine, and the next thing you know, things become kind of ridiculous. So I'm exhausted. My sister's exhausted. My whole family is pretty much exhausted. And I came this close to thinking, should I just relax tonight? But I'm like, you know what? I need to see you guys. I need to talk to you guys. I want to forget about some things for a while, focus on doing something like this, and definitely make a memory with you guys. I love doing that. So Martin Luke Galvan, thanks so much for jumping on, one of my patrons as well. You planning on trying any crazy foods at the LA Fair this month? You know, I'm not planning initially to go to the fair. I may, but naturally I would like to see what's going on over there. I have to take a look and see what they have going show-wise and stuff like that as well. I haven't been to an event like that since before the world got all crazy a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago at this point. So I'll take a look and see what's there, because I'd love to get something on camera. That would be kind of fun from way back in the day for sure. So I'll keep you posted, if anything. Foodie86, Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Yes, it's getting crazy reviews. I've been reading up on that there. Definitely crazy reviews. Very excited to see what they're going to do with that going forward. Naturally, it's running on hardware that I think if it was on a newer system, it'd be even more amazing looking. It looks stunning, don't get me wrong, but compared to all the newer stuff coming out for like the Xbox Series X, as well as PlayStation 5 naturally, I would love to see Nintendo really just come out with a beast of a machine and put all of that amazing work with a much more intense graphical presentation. It's coming eventually, we know it, but it's just like, for now, at least there's an amazing title on the Switch, and definitely Zelda Tears of the Kingdom looks freaking fantastic. It really does. Let's see, what's your favorite Little Caesars item? Can anyone can answer this in the chat? I'll tell you right now, Connor, I enjoy naturally anything stuffed crust from them, preferably the deep dish pizza stuffed crust, which is crazy. The stuffed crazy bread is a guilty pleasure. I'm going to tell you right now, that is a very delicious situation. Freddy Foodie King, thanks so much for the prayers from Mama Peeps, to all of you guys as well from Drew. All of you guys putting it out there right now. I appreciate you guys greatly. So good times across the board. Before we get into the breakdown of what's coming up, well, actually, you know what? Let me do this right now, because we'll do the breakdown first, and I'll show you something, and I think you'll have an idea of what it is. It's going to be a quick breakdown. Because as you guys know, we did the advanced review of the Spider-Verse Whopper last week. Good times across the board with that. Again, just a very, very fun burger, a delicious version of the Whopper with Swiss cheese naturally there. And I love the whole striking appearance ingredients of the red bun, the black sesame seeds, the carryover from the ghost pepper Whopper. It was a really, really fun video to put together, as well as to experience. BK really does it up with the colored buns. I love them whenever they do it. It's definitely something fun to check out. And then process of elimination, as we talked about. I think you knew it was coming. The Spider-Verse Sundae, which was done as well. Pretty much it's a popping, they say it's a popping candy type of thing, but it was more like a Rice Krispie situation. If you listen carefully, you'll hear it do the snap, crackle, pop when I do it. But with their classic vanilla soft serve, a little bit of a chocolatey vibe that I was getting, but the Rice Krispie like texture of those candies. It was actually really good, and again, a striking presentation with the black and the red. I loved putting those videos together. It was definitely a blast to do. And again, with these particular videos, you want to give a little bit of a signature, you know, coat of paint, so to speak, with something fun to do, because naturally, it's Spider-Man. I mean, how could you not? Good times. We had the replay that came out shortly after. I believe that was on Sunday. I got very, very sick that day, and then the next day as well too. So I was out of commission. I just took a break from what I was doing and just said, you know what, I'll come back to my stuff, the Spider-Man stuff. You guys were enjoying it there performance-wise. I was looking at how it was doing, and I was like, okay, I'll just let this kind of ride for a couple of days, and then I'll get back into doing the admin portion because everything was already together. But I just didn't have it in me to do it earlier in the week there. So some of the stuff that you're seeing, it should have been out actually a few days ago. But naturally, we're rolling into it, and that's the important thing. Speaking of rolling into, guys, I was literally almost rolling out of my car with a donut situation. Hopped up on sugar because it was the Fan Faves donuts that came out yesterday. All 4 of those. That was done specifically for Mama Peeps, and I was really excited to have her check that out because she loves donut reviews. That's why I do those primarily, because I love having the Krispy Kreme option available closer to me now. It gives me the option to do it. But she wasn't able to watch it yet, so naturally she'll soon enough be able to check that out. But shout outs to my local Krispy Kreme. When I walked in, one of the main people there, they recognize me when I come in, and they look forward to putting, you know, watching the stuff that I put together there. So shout outs to them. Definitely an amazing group of people rocking it out there. And again, the case looked amazing. Just great customer service as always. Just fun people. I love really interacting with a lot of the people that may recognize me when I'm out, which is happening a little bit more frequently. Most recently at McDonald's, when I was waiting for my stuff to be delivered to the car, I had somebody kind of like say, hey, you know, you're Peep This Out. And I looked over and I said, hey, and they said, you know, I really love what you do. Keep doing what you do. It kind of blew me away with that, but I thanked him, you know, naturally, and just kind of just had a little quick moment. But shout outs to you guys. I appreciate it. I'm just a humble guy putting my content out there and hoping you guys dig it. And that's pretty much it. But it's always kind of cool when stuff like that happens. So naturally, a little bit of a lighter week, but still content brand new every single week without fail. As always, you're going to see another brand new video again. Like I said, tomorrow should be a lot of fun for you guys to check that out. And again, don't watch it hungry. There's a lots of really tasty footage in it. It's going to be very, very cool. 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as always. You'll have something to look forward to there. Good times with that. All right, so let's see here. Back to the chat real quick. Let's see. Misty Smith is doing it up, talking to everyone here in the chat. Now, my sister is still busy cleaning out the garage, the final step before the very end of where she needs to be, which is awesome. I'm really excited to get everything going there, get the internet stuff taken care of. Drew, yes, got to get psyched up for that Subway review coming soon. Tony Montana, did you know that Oscar Isaac will voice the new Hispanic Blue in Spider-Man Call Across? I did not know that. I did not know that. That's very cool. I'm excited to check out the movie. I thought the first one was pretty awesome. I watched it long after it was in the theaters, but man, it was pretty good for what it was, for sure. I'm always like a really fan of the classic Peter Parker Spider-Man type of thing, but I love all the multiverse things that they do with all the Marvel stuff now, because they've been doing that in the comics for a long time. So it's great to see that for sure. Larry Nguyen, there's no blogging of you whatsoever. It's just very difficult with all of the chats moving the way that it is. Lord Darkside, we're with you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You guys are amazing. You guys are all amazing. Art Michaels, love from Hartford, Connecticut. Thank you so much for jumping on. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Shumpwumbus, what's going on? Yes, stuffed crazy bread does feel unhealthy. Definitely a guilty pleasure once in a blue moon. And that is the best way to do it, actually. Shump, you already know what it is. It's all about everything in moderation. Something like that, maybe once a quarter, just to be on the safe side. But they are freaking delicious, though, right? I mean, come on. I mean, anything over at Little Caesars that has like a doughy, cheesy stuff consistency is just really delicious stuff. Really, really good stuff there. All right, before we get into the review, we got to show you a little bit of what was since the week prior. Anyway, that's in there. Guys, you already know we checked out a couple of the newest wave of Masters of the Universe a couple of weeks ago. And naturally, one of them, actually, there's two left. Take a look at this particular one. This is from the current wave. I think it's wave 14, I think we're up to. 13 or 14 with this one, but this is current. His name is Slamurai. He is the heroic master of martial arts. And for you motu aficionados, you're going to recognize the mold on this one because it's exactly Ninjor, except with him being black, he is now white. And he looks very striking with his new duds, so to speak here. He looks really, really cool. It's really the same sculpt exactly, but just look how striking that is. I love the blue, the gauntlets on his arms right there, the wristbands, as well as the belt. Everything matches very nice. The insignia on his chest. He is looking like he is ready for battle here. Looking very, very cool. So let's take a look at the back of this one. And as you can see here, the Honorable Ninja Warrior. What is he saying there? That is kind of blurred out. The Honorable Ninja Warrior from Bushido joins the Heroic Warriors of Eternity in their battle against evil. And he is going toe-to-toe with a character called Lord Grasp, which is actually rumored to be coming out for the Origins line in the future. And he looks pretty cool looking, trying to hold down his shield right there. But the artwork is amazing from Axel Jimenez. You can really feel that kinetic energy of Slamurai doing it up. And he looks really cool. So you've got a few different weapon options, pretty nice. Although unfortunately for him, he's going to be stuck in his little plastic prison forever because I am not opening him. But this is the full line of the Snake Men that you're going to see here. And I know it's kind of contrasty white because of the ring light there, so it's a little blurry. But we took a look at Snake Tila last week, at the Snake Trooper. We have Slamurai, so you're going to see one other guy you can see right over there down below. He will be later in the show. But just another cool option from Motu. And if you guys are fans of it, very, very slick in terms of this guy here. So definitely digging the overall look. He looks pretty awesome right there. Very, very nice. Slamurai. Love the name. All right. Let's see here. Let me shoot on down to the chat. There we go. Lord Darkside. Okay, that was weird. I just got an ad during the stream. Really? What's going on there? Yes, Slamurai rules, Robert Giles. Drastic Actions, what's going on? Slamurai, promoter of Slam and Samurai. Interesting. Yeah, he's a really cool character, actually. More for the, I want to say the Motu Masters of the Universe Classics line, because he wasn't in the original from what I remember when I was a kid. So he's kind of a newer character at the same time. Ed Keaton, thanks so much for jumping on. I'm doing okay. Definitely, like I said, I'm an emotionally strong week across the board, you know, aside from being really ill earlier in the week and then just dealing with some family stuff. It's been a very, very long week at the same time. So thank you for asking, Ed, and I hope you're doing okay as well. You already know I really always think about how you're doing with everything that you've been going through and that you are going through. So it is all good. Let's see here. Spider Rico, where is Fox in the same comments? That was earlier in the chat. He probably bailed. He just wants to say what he says, and then that's it. Shumpwumbus, do they have Bluebell in California? There are new Dr. Pepper float servers and really interesting. You know, I've heard of them, but I haven't seen, at least in my general area, in Pasadena, I haven't seen personally. Let's see, Jacob, the more famous you get, the more you'll have to worry about paparazzi. That's very cute, Jacob. That's very cute. But then again, until I'm showing up on websites under surveillance or something like that, you know, like, oh, there's Peep This Out or something like that, that would be kind of cool. No, I don't think I've made it that far in. But still, it is kind of cool lately, you know, just to kind of be picked out and say, hey, I know you. I know what you do. Let's see. Lord Darkside, I became an uncle again on the 10th. Congratulations. God bless to you and your fam. That's awesome. That is awesome. Lord Darkside, the family grows and grows and grows. Congratulations to you, my friend. That's definitely cool. That is definitely cool. All right, I think it is time to jump into this review. If you guys are ready for this review, give me a cat here in the chat. I'm only saying a cat right now because a little while ago I actually fed the one that I'm taking care of on the outside of my place. I always put a little can out so this little cat gets something to eat. But give me a cat. Let me know that you guys are ready for the chat over here, and we'll get into this here right now. Larry Nguyen, Ed Keaton, your name is Ed. Keenan Thomas, I tried the Burger King Bacon King combo with a Coke, gave it a 10 out of 10. Very nice, very cool. Wow, we were jumping in there with plenty of feline action. You guys are lighting up the chat with this one. Michael Domayer says he's got a couple of cats there as well. And in between him and Drastic Actions, we have Chicago Leg 20 saying meow. That's perfect. That's very cool. We've got a black cat from Larry Nguyen. That is too much. Look at everybody. Dom's World, Scott Messerschmidt. Thank you. I appreciate it. Look at all of, we got plenty of feline action here right now. This is craziness. Contrail as well. Lots of black cats there. It is jumping on. If you don't hold up the cat, I'm heading for the exit. I can. It's one of the strays that I take care of that basically I made a home for in my patio. So I have like this little house that I put in there, some thermal like toweling, so she has somewhere to sleep at night, which she's been doing, which really warms my heart when I see that. But yes, you already know what it is. Okay, cool. We are ready for this right now. Okay, guys. This is something that I've been excited to check out because it was something that I got a couple of weeks ago, along with a few other things that I got, namely those Doritos, if you remember, which you can find obviously in the live stream replays playlist, which is up on the upper right hand corner of your display. You can probably find that there already. But yes, look at this. You're gonna have to let the cat in once it gets too hot. Look at this crazy action right here. Randy Molina, have you tried the Planters snacks? I've tried Planters in the past. Anything specific though, let me know. All right, guys, let's just do this right now. You already know I'm a huge fan of chocolate. I am super excited to give these a shot because I finally found them on top of the tangy ketchup and the hot mustard. Finally, it's been a minute since I've done some Oreos, but we're gonna get into some Blackout cake. And I am a huge fan of Linda's chocolate cake at Cheesecake Factory, and this looks exactly like that minus the whipped cream. So it's got the 3 layers, it's got the cream, it's got the icing on the top. This just looks very, very tasty. So Blackout cake options here, limited edition. Very excited to give this a shot over here. If you guys have had these already, drop some comments down below. Let me know where you think it ranks in terms of some of your all-time favorite Oreos. Drew has tried them already there. I haven't seen any reviews just yet with this one because I've been sitting on this package, so I got to see what you guys thought of these. But I love just the marketing with it because it's simple, it's basic, but it just jumps off the this plastic that you can see here right now. And being that it's limited edition, it's a smaller size of Oreo, naturally in terms of package. That's usually how they do this here. According to this, 2 cookies, the usual 140, about 12 servings per container, so it's 24 cookies. It used to be 30, now it's 24. This was about $4.60-ish or so at Target where I picked this up. I was actually out with my sister and the moms before everything went crazy, and I saw this and I was like, oh, I gotta give this a shot. So this actually looks really, really good. So a little expensive, naturally it is what it is. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually open this towards you because it's been a minute since we've done an Oreo here on the channel. So let's crack this open. We'll get the seal going right there. Take a look. You guys will get the first look. And as you can see, all the usual nondescript Oreo action. And ooh, this smells like chocolate batter before you cook it, actually, like Dunkin' batter. Wow. That is pretty nice. So you've got the chocolate cookie action right there, and then you have the cream. Wow, that smells like it literally smells like cake batter before you make a cake. This is crazy good. Ooh, the aroma. Sister, if you're watching this right now, you're gonna have to smell this. I might have to just bring this over to you because this really smells good. How is this described in the package? It is, let's see, chocolate sandwich cookies. That's it. That's all that it says. Chocolate sandwich cookies. Okay. Wow. If you guys have had this, do you agree with that assessment? I'm telling you, it smells like cake batter minus without it being cooked. It really smells like raw cake batter, and I love that aroma. That is just crazy. Okay. All right. Well, let's pick one of these up here, and I can already tell this looks like it's got 2 little discs of action with this. Mark says, "How you're funny, man." So take a look. We'll try and focus this in. Again, my ring light, it's always difficult. One of these days, I'm going to try and master the lighting with that. But let's crack this open. And before I do that, let me cover my laptop here just in case. And let's get this opened up. And we have a very thick amount of cream, 2 different colors of cream there. So trying to simulate 2 different triple chocolate action, I guess it's looking like there. It's trying to kind of be like that, but I really like how that looks, guys. I mean, the chocolate cookie, naturally, you've got the cream action. Looks like 2 discs, so one's a little bit thicker than the other. And as usual, we're going to try the cream first. I'll put it together. We'll go for a bite. We'll do a little dunk action, and we'll see how this one rates. So let's peep this out. The Blackout Cake, limited edition Oreos. Let's peep this out. That's cake batter. Chocolate cake batter. That's pretty nice. That's actually pretty nice. All right. Sweetness is not bad. We're going to try and take a little bit more of a chunk with it there. Very nice in terms of the chocolate flavor. It's kind of giving me a little reminiscing of the Linda's chocolate cake from Cheesecake Factory, which I really like. So let's try it solo dolo. Then we'll go into a little bit of milk action. Hang on. Yes. Wow. Yep. Just the right amount of sweetness. Nothing crazy. Wow. Okay. I may have to do 2 of these. I mean, I love chocolate, so you guys already know I am definitely a fan. So let's go for a little dunk. Ba-dunk-a-dunk in there. And of course, Oreos come alive with milk. Let's give it a go. Absolutely. Blackout Cake is banging situation. Wow. Oh no, I've got milk, UFO. You already know. Wow. Yeah, we gotta do another one. You know, if I'm doing 2 in a review, I like it. But as Fox would say, he loves it. All right, let's keep doing a little dunk action with this one here. Guys, the uncooked taste of cake batter, I'm trying not to make it sound like nasty because, you know, naturally you don't want to have that like that, but the smell and the flavor, it's like 2 types of chocolate, but it tastes like cake batter. So that's the beautiful thing about it. When you mix that with the chocolate of the wafer, the cookie itself, as this is beginning to fall apart, it's pretty lovely. Let's go for another bite. The milk just makes it all work. You already know. Wow. This is a hearty flavor. Wow. That is so good. All right, one more bite. We're done with the quota of 2. And a very lovely situation. Plenty of chocolatey flavor with this. And again, reminiscent of Linda's chocolate cake from Cheesecake Factory. Just not as thick, but naturally the chocolate's there. So one more bite and we'll wrap this little quickie review up. Hang on. Yes, Mark, if they had a fudge covered version of this, wow. These are good, guys. These are really, really good. Wow. 2 is all you need, honestly, with that. That is a nice treat. That is a really nice treat. And again, if you're a chocolate aficionado like myself, And I wouldn't say like I know all the different versions of chocolate, or I can recommend so many different types, like Erna with 80s music, being the 80s aficionado that she is. This is done very, very nicely. So love the marketing. You guys know I'm a fan of the marketing when it comes to this stuff. Very, very good in terms of the chocolate flavor. Not too over the top in terms of the sweetness either. This is not one of the grit your teeth type of sugar rushes you're going to get, but it's a vibrant, rich chocolate flavor combined with the Oreo action that you love from the cookie itself. So it doesn't taste like the regular cream with like a hint of that at the end. It's straight chocolate. So I like that a lot. Blackout cake flavored cream to go with this. Easy recommendation. I would actually buy this one again, even at over $4 for this. This is really, really good. So I will be popping one of these every so often, I think, until this thing is done. My sister is going to have to try this for sure. And naturally, when the mom gets out of the hospital, she needs to try this as well. In moderation as well, too, moms, if you're watching this on the replay. Definitely a lovely situation, guys. A very banging version of Oreo. And for chocolate aficionados, or if you just love chocolate in general, you have a lot to like with this one. I would recommend it to you. Definitely well worth your time. I would easily peep this out. Absolutely. So good times. Definitely good times across the board for Oreo. And again, it's been a minute since we've done an Oreo review. So in terms of the rating, I'll give that a straight 9 out of 10. That's a straight 9 out of 10 because it definitely gets the job done. It scratches the itch for really tasty Oreo. Is it like the ultimate chocolate Oreo? No. I think it was the triple chocolate. There was one that I just lost my mind over. I went not too long ago. But that is easily up there in terms of what it is. So I'm so glad to have given that one a shot. Very, very delicious on that. Drew, put the cookie down. Get down. Get to the chopper. Go now. What was that from Predator when Schwarzenegger was like, I'm here, kill me now, I'm here. And the Predator went over the trap and then came over. All right, good times with that, guys. Good times with that. Wade Bowers, it's not a tumor. Yes, Kindergarten Cop, that's classic. There's 3 types of chocolate in that one cookie, Zachary Belcher. Yes. Missy Smith, question of the day. What's your favorite Oreo flavor? The vanilla flavor or the chocolate flavor? Mine is the vanilla. You know, the classic OG is always going to be the favorite because that flavor is timeless and it's consistently the same every single time. No matter how old you are, it always tastes the same. So, of course, I'm going to go with that. But I have to say that I think it was that triple chocolate that I did not that long ago, which was insane. So this is up there with it because the flavor is awesome. But the classic OG, come on, you already know. You already know. Milk Bros in the house building, you already know, UFO, you already know. The milk would distract from a true review. That's why you always got to take the first couple of bites before you mix it with the milk. But I think most of us can agree, Oreo comes alive when you add milk. That's the whole point of it when you have them together. It's pretty awesome. Way Bowers, you should have have 3 of them. Two is good. Actually, right after this review, that's the perfect amount right now. I'm good. I'm going to basically have my Diet Mountain Dew, and I'm going to be watching Ant-Man Quantumania, finally, Ant-Man and the Wasp, because I missed that one. It's now streaming on Disney+, so I'm going to be watching that right after this stream. Which is going to be good. So this is a very fun night for me right now because I've got naturally the distraction with you guys with everything going on, and of course watching a really fun movie, which I think is going to be pretty cool after that. And then naturally you guys have the weekend coming up as well too there. So good times there. Robert Giles, the aroma in the car is definitely cake batter. Yes, it's got that vibe. It's got that vibe. Michael Domer is so delicious. Yes, you already know. You already know. Getting a blackout on a Friday, says Zachary Klein. And yes, Drew, got milk? Absolutely. Absolutely. In a Peep cup that you can get for 25% off if you use YT Shopping 25. Wink, wink, wink. All right, good times there, guys. Good times. All right, let's see here. Let me see. What else do we have here? Tony Montana finally saw Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 on Wednesday. Absolutely loved it. Definitely one of the best Marvel superheroes. Yeah, it was very well done. Very well done. They really kind of one of the best Marvel movies in a long time, actually. And speaking of movies, guys, I finally saw John Wick Chapter 4. I enjoyed it. I thought it was an intense action film. It was all action, literally from beginning to end. But it really illustrated Keanu Reeves just not having too much to really say. It was really kind of crazy how everyone kind of acted the story around him, and he was more kind of just emoting some of the answers back. It really wasn't a lot of acting going on from him. I thought that he actually did a better job. This movie was great, don't get me wrong, it was fantastic, but I thought Parabellum, the third one with Halle Berry, that's one of my favorite ones out of all of them. That's a fantastic film, and with her dogs, and if you guys haven't seen that one, and you probably have, really, really awesome. But the fourth one, he literally, I think maybe said not even maybe 3 pages of dialogue the whole movie. I'm not kidding. But the action was insane. The action was absolutely insane, and it was really pretty awesome. Although there were so many times, I'm not going to spoil really anything for you, but there were so many times the editing, he was being fired at in direct line of firing that he wasn't getting hit. It was just like too much. It's like, come on. I mean, he's being thrown out of buildings, landing on cars, landing on the floor, and then just gets up and there's no, and like he still has his, you know, it was just a little out there in terms of like the believability, but the action was insane. And the ending of it especially was like, where could we go from here? But again, I think he did a better job acting wise in the third movie. This one was really kind of going through the motions. But the action choreography is insane. It's probably the best I've ever seen in an action movie. That the hype is real with that, for sure. So pretty amazing with that. Pretty amazing. Haven't seen the new Super Mario Brothers movie, but I know it's available to actually get online now. So I'll have to take a look and see. Yes, Wade Bowers, too many stairs in John Wick 4. That whole sequence towards the end there, really over the top, and it's not believable. A lot of it was just not believable. But man, it really, like I said, it was just a mind-numbing rush of action in your face, and it was really pretty crazy there. Tony Pizza, Ian Wick. Good times, good times. Misty Smith, get out the old Dan Tucker, you too. Late for the supper, get out the old Dan Tucker. You're too late for supper. Misty's always on when I love you. You already know I appreciate you. Mark sends, do you play video games? Yes. We were just talking earlier in the stream there. I have my PS5 finally hooked up. I have a 2 terabyte memory module coming tomorrow to install, and that's going to be a fun thing to do for Saturday for sure. And then naturally watching you guys enjoy the content that you're going to see coming out tomorrow at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Zachary, Reese's outrageous bar is a beast. Yes, I can imagine, considering what's in it. Good times. All right, guys, let's finish out the last of the Motu collectibles. And as expected, I know you guys have seen this one in the past, King Randor, the heroic ruler of Eternia, but this is the 2000X version of him. So he definitely does not look too much like the Burger King compared to the original one. That was the OG from back in the day. And as you can tell by that little insignia right here, this is the 2000X logo for Masters of the Universe back then in the early 2000s. So this is a variation of King Randor from back then. Again, he's still the heroic ruler of Eternia, but he has a little bit more of an updated look. And he looks cool, actually. I have to admit, definitely looks cool. It's the same standard buck that most of these characters use, so it has the same types of arms, the hands, the feet, naturally. And it's just naturally some of the accessories and the sculpting of the face that make it a little bit different. But he came out really nice. He looks really, really good. And he's a little bit more of a younger version of King Randor from the original one that I showed you guys a few weeks back. This particular one in the back here, again, some killer artwork. Once the captain of Eternia's defending forces, Randor was named king after defeating Skeletor, and you see him going toe-to-toe with Skeletor's 2000X variant as well by that sword, you can tell as well there. But very, very cool. They're going locking horns in battle right there. This particular one, basically you can hold his royal staff and then twist him in powerful battle positions. And as with the rest of the Snake Men, this completes the most current wave of the characters naturally there. I have every single one of them up to this point now, but a very, very cool collection with Snake Tila, Snake Trooper, Slamurai, and now King Randor rounding it out as the Rise of the Snake Men continues throughout 2023. So very, very cool with this particular variation for Masters of the Universe. And again, just really cool artwork. Again, Axel Jimenez really knocking it out of the park with his pencils and the inks, all that stuff. It just looks absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. Really, really nice. Always have fun checking out some motu goodness with you guys. I relive my childhood with you guys. Spy Squad, yes, Slamurai is the best guy. I think out of the group, him and the Horde Trooper, or the Snake Trooper, I think are my favorites out of the two. Tila has some good looking scaling effects on her face with the green naturally, but definitely a fan of King Randor as well too that way. Very, very cool. Tony Montana, let's see, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was definitely one of the best and least flawed, least underwhelming MCU films. Yes, I agree. Ever since Endgame, it's been kind of floundering just a bit as well. I hear kind of mixed things about Ant-Man, but I'm trying not to read too much into it. We'll have to see there. I'm a huge fan of Kang the Conqueror. I thought he was a really cool character in the comics, so I'm excited to see him kind of look like his comic counterpart, which is cool. So very excited to see how Jonathan Majors does with him. Let's see, Jason D, I would say you versus Report of the Week or Joey's World Tour. All right. There you go. Let's lock horns for the belt. Let's see what's going on here. James Morrison, do you watch Comic-Con coverage on YouTube? Yes, I do. Absolutely. Lots of Motu stuff last year. Actually, when they introduced Eternia and then said that that was coming, I was instantly ready for that. And I am ready for it because it's already been pre-ordered way back last fall. So that's already in the bag waiting to go there. I don't know how I'm going to be able to show that to you guys when it finally shows. But it's not due until I think springtime of next year because that's a made-to-order type of thing. So we'll have to see. But very excited about that. And yes, I've heard Root Street Collectibles. I've heard about them, the info of the supposed Motu and TMNT crossover toys. We'll see about that. I'm kind of curious about it. I try not to stray too far from the standard Origins line because that's from my childhood. But if they look cool and if they're in the similar packaging from the Origins, I know they want to kind of keep you going. We'll see. We'll have to see about that. Sam says that King Randor is the greatest of all time. Well, he's definitely one of the patriarchs of the Motu line in general because he's the king of Eternia. And supposedly the brother of Skeletor, not to spoil too much for you based upon the current mythology. That's usually how that goes, which I didn't know up until a few years ago, but that's what they did with that. Of course, everyone is related. Drew is still looking forward to the Subway review. Drew, one of these days we'll have to see about not disappointing you. But it's all about under-promise and over-deliver, right? You know, one of those things. I don't know if it'll ever be something that I'll ever advertise. I'll maybe just wind up doing it, and whoever's watching it will just be like, oh my God, is he finally doing this? Not to say that that's going to happen, but you never know. You never know. Let's see here. I haven't seen Funky Fresh here in the chat because I know he's busy doing his thing with the move stuff too there. So Funky, if you're watching this on the replay or if you're watching this and just kind of podcasting it out, shout outs to you. Be careful, lift with your knees, not with your back. Same from my sister. Please be very careful. You already know. It's very, very important that you guys stay healthy and don't overdo. Don't overdo. Let's see here. I'm going down the chat here as well. My chat is moving. Larry Nguyen says, Ian K, I don't know. Let me see here. As I'm shooting on down. My chat, always towards the end, it's definitely doing this. Okay, here we go. Let me try and keep it locked right over here. Tony Montana, have you seen the new first trailer? Yeah, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Oh my God. Absolutely, that looks insane. I mean, Tom Cruise is eternally running for his life. Every movie, they have some sequence where they're showing him running like mad. He's over 60 years old right now, if you can believe this. It's craziness. But he's fantastically in shape, you know, for his age, and these movies just look utterly fantastic. I mean, guys, Indiana Jones just had its premiere at Cannes, and the reviews are a little up and down, but I still think it's going to be, as long as it's better than Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, which it will be, I'm in for a good time with that. I think most of you guys, as well as myself, are going to enjoy the heck out of that. Harrison Ford looks amazing for his age to be doing that as well too. So I have nothing but respect for all of these guys still putting it out there that way. And Tom Cruise just keeps upping the game. Dead Reckoning Part 1 looks absolutely stunning. The preview looks amazing. Super excited about it. I mean, I can't tell you enough. I'm super excited about it. For sure. Clown Go, any collabs anytime soon? Nothing on the docket just yet. Haven't received anything that way, and I'm just kind of looking and seeing what's out there in terms of stuff coming out. But I'm always open, you know, at the same time. A lot of us in the community, I know everyone is kind of doing their thing and putting it out there, but you know, naturally, if things if the stars align, I'm definitely game. Let's see here. Peppers Onions. It's just had some country style pizza. It was yum diddly good. Anything pizza is yum diddly good. I'm a huge fan of pizza. You already know. Let's see. Scott Messerschmidt. Ed Keaton was asking for Jersey Mike's sub 4K review. I still have to do a Jersey Mike's though. I still have to do a Jersey Mike's, Scott. So that's not something that is forgotten for sure with that. I would like to put something on the docket for that as well. Luke Maxwell, do you consider yourself a spiritual person? Pepe, yes, I do, actually. And, you know, it's funny because my sister actually has said that in the past. Not necessarily following our actually religion or our faith that we grew up with, but being more spiritual. So that's a very broad term, naturally. But of course, yes, I would consider myself that way. Sometimes I wonder why things happen the way that they do. I try not to think about it too much, but I try to, you know, kind of go there a little bit. But there's a reason for everything. I firmly believe that, no matter how hard it may be. And honestly, I don't think anything will be put in front of us that we can't handle, as long as we kind of just remember that what happens to us is actually 20%. How we react to it is 80%. So it's trying to keep it in perspective. I know it's hard sometimes, but I try and think of myself as a spiritual person where I can kind of get through. But that's why you really want to have some really positive, strong people around you as well to help you with that. And they kind of feed off that energy as well too. If there's too much negativity or just too much down in terms of that, that eventually translates into the negativity that will affect you a certain way. So spiritual, yes, but just be careful of the types of energy that surrounds you, because that can kind of influence some of your own energy to kind of drift a little bit there. So try and be conscious of it while you're kind of dealing with things. But yes, in a long roundabout way of saying it, I do consider myself spiritual. I do. Let's see. Guys, I can't believe it's already coming down to the end of the hour already. This has been very, very quick, this hour for me right now. Only makes me super hungry for dinner, for sure. And yes, Dom, I can't wait for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Very excited about it. Same for Fast and the Furious, Fast X. I can't wait to check that as well. Rumored to be being pushed to 3 movies now to close out a new trilogy. So we have 10, 11, and 12 supposedly. But I'm excited to check out those movies. Those are just mindless movies that are fun to watch. Just crazy action, of course. Ed Keaton. Have a great weekend. Prayers to you and your mom for quick recovery. Thank you so much, Ed. I appreciate that. Thank you. You have a fantastic weekend as well. I'm very excited to have you guys enjoy the weekend, on top of just, you know, myself trying to do the same thing. Naturally, when the weekend is here is usually when we should be the happiest, because it's the weekend. So whatever you have going on in your world right now, definitely try and make it the best that you possibly can. But I appreciate that, Ed. Thank you so much for that. Dom's World, I believe this is going to be the last in the Fast and the Furious series. No, actually 2 more after this one, supposedly. All right, guys, as we round out this hour, Drew, what's going on here? Ian will be doing reviews in the golden years. Ian's wheelchair reviews? Wow. That's some passive aggressive right there. But I love you. You already know what it is. Yes, there you go. 80-20. Remember the 80-20 rule. It is all about that. I'm not talking about the amount of fat and beef, just so you know. That's good too. That's the perfect amount. 80-20 is what you want. You want 20% in there, because that gives you the most flavor. Anything above that, you got to really season it up just a bit. But yes, absolutely there. Let's see. California Fisk, or I think that may be Flag, maybe misspelled. Is that an S? Yeah, I think it may be California Flag. I think Larry Nguyen. I haven't heard of that. No, actually. Yes, Rude Street Collectibles. Watch out for those bad vibes. Absolutely. You already know what it is. Ben 113, what's going on? Hey, Ben 113, what's going on? Good evening. How are you today? Not doing too bad, not the best, but at the same time, you guys are making it a lot easier right now. So thank you so much for doing that. Wade Bowers, when I think 80-20, I'm thinking aluminum extrusion. There you go. I don't know. As a YouTube food reviewer and content creator, I think of that as the amount of fat in beef when I think of 80-20. But I see where you're going with that. I see where you're going with that. Where's the beef, Drew? Well, if you have too much, if you do 90-10, that's pure beef naturally, but very, very little flavor. You got to definitely season it up, if anything, there as well. So good time. So guys, I'm going to combine the ending to the stream together. Instead of doing two separate outros, we'll do it all together, because that actually is what I did the last time, and it actually worked out a little better that way, because it seemed a little bit more natural. So I think going forward, we'll say the peace I'm out at the very end after I say my usual stuff, and I think that's a nice little segue out at the same time. So let me just take a quick moment to thank each and every one of you guys for jumping on. I greatly appreciate it. Like I always say, you guys have content choices here on YouTube, and I appreciate you guys choosing my content as one of your choices to make the rounds here. Spending a little bit of time. I try and do the weekly thing every Friday, mostly for you, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I have a lot of fun doing it. I love connecting with you guys as a community, and we have an amazing group here as well too. I know some of you guys were asking about Annette Cervantes here in the chat. I haven't heard or seen anything from her in a while, but I think this week I'll reach out and see how she's doing there on social media, just to kind of say hi and let her know that people are asking about you. Hope everything is okay. So we'll have to do something there. But, you know, shout out to Annette. If you're watching this on the replay, if you've got things going on, I completely understand. But just know that everybody here loves you, and we would greatly appreciate you guys as well. As Larry Nguyen is still asking, did I block you? No, absolutely not. Spice Squad, rest in peace to the other outros. Shout outs to you. It's really pretty much the same thing. It's just that last little bit right there to good old Jay Nepper, God rest his soul, as well. So, you know, it's definitely something I like to add in there for that. And again, it's just another layer of authenticity here on the channel, because we are a very strong community, and you guys mean the world, regardless of if you guys can make it on initially when I do these live. As long as you guys hit it on the replay, I'm okay with that. I really greatly appreciate you guys spending a little bit of time with me right now. Tony Pizza, love you, Ian. Keep your head up. Thank you. Yeah, you guys as well too. We're all going through something. Everybody's got something going on. Nobody is impervious across the board. We're all dealing with something. We have our own demons that we battle and stuff that we do. Just find positive outlets to put that energy out there. If you're a content creator, make it just some of the best work you've ever done. The goal is to always improve every single piece of content that you do. No matter what you're into, what hobby that it is, just as long as it's something positive that doesn't hurt you, just keep your mind, your mental health, your sanity is the most vital thing you can keep healthy on top of your body. If you have a really strong upstairs, you have a really good basis to work with everything else. And I have to start listening to my own advice sometimes as well. Believe me, I have these conversations with the family about stuff. So believe me, I'm trying to do that as well. I am not perfect, but I definitely try to do what I can. And I want to put that positive vibe out there for you guys, because like I said, I'm very humble and grateful to be able to do this for you guys here on YouTube. And I speak from the heart whenever I do this. And you guys, I think, should know that by now. So with that, I'm going to round this one out here. I think it's time to grab some dinner. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. Again, you guys rock. You already know what it is. Check out all the latest movies that are out right now. Have fun this weekend. And we'll definitely we'll do something fun here on the next stream for sure. Saturday in the CD store in Australia. Very cool. Larry Nguyen, if I see you in public, will you take a picture with me? Absolutely. I have no problem doing that. That'd be kind of weird for me, because it's kind of makes me feel like, oh my God, this is crazy. But absolutely, I would. Klongo, I really enjoyed the most recent intro of all the reviews. And the one where it goes, stay tuned, because I'm Ian K and you're about to peep this out. Super cool intro. Thank you so much. I'm just kind of reiterating who I am and what you're about to do. And that's what I like to do. I like to change it up every so often. So yes, Laura, rest in peace to Billy Graham. Straight out. You already know. You already know. Ghostbusters 2005. Peep, you rock. You guys rock. And speaking of rocking, I'm going to be rocking here in the chat for about a minute or so after the stream ends. So I'll try and answer a few things if I see some questions or anything that jumps out at me for sure. So keep in mind that I'll do my best to do that until it times out. But of course, you'll have the replay available to you guys on Sunday, 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then you'll have the new review, the brand new one, for tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Enjoy it. Definitely comment. Let me know you guys are digging it. Send me some messages direct on instant social media. And I would love to see what you guys have to say about that. And again, 25% off the merch store. Just use code YTShopping25 to take 25% off, which is awesome right now. Really, really cool. Shout outs to Amaze, the group behind Spring, or used to be Teespring. I really appreciate the help with that. That is just so cool to be able to have that option given to you guys as well too. There, 25% off. Definitely good stuff over there. Again, YT Shopping 25 on the merch store, all for you guys. If for some reason down the road, if you're watching this years from now, for some reason, if it's not there, the PEEP cap code, of course, 20% is not bad either. But if you can do 25, why not? Good times. All right, so shout outs to you guys. I am out. And we're going to jump on over here. And again, I'll be here in the stream for about another minute or so. So shout outs to all of you guys. Thank you so much for joining it tonight. And I will catch you in the next review. And definitely a good weekend for you guys. Have a great weekend. And we'll see you here next week again with all the good stuff down the road here. So with that, this is ENK officially closing out the live stream for May 19th. Crazy how this month is beginning to fly by, guys. It's really almost over already. And like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why you stay tuned for another review. It's when we just totally messed up. Oh, I just messed up. I rarely do that. We were having such a good run, but we'll just wrap it up with, like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So why you stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. And with that, you already know what's coming, right? Peace. I'm out.